तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं।
Unit 10 Ecology. There are 4 chapters.
कुछ भी अबे जल्दी बोल, कल सुबह पनवेल निकलना है।
Chapter number 13 Organism and Population. Chapter number 14 Ecosystem. Chapter number 15 Biodiversity and Conservation. Chapter 16 Environmental Issues. तो फर्स्ट वन जो है ऑर्गेनिज्म एंड पॉपुलेशन। रामदेव मिश्रा 1908 to 1998। रामदेव मिश्रा फादर ऑफ इकोलॉजी इन इंडिया। रामदेव मिश्रा obtained PhD in ecology 1937 under Professor W.H. Pearsall. Ramdev Mishra formulated the first postgraduate course in ecology in India. Over 50 scholars obtained PhD degree under his supervision. He was honored with the fellowship of Indian National Science Academy and World Academy of Arts and Science, and prestigious Sanjay Gandhi Award in Environment and Ecology. Government of India established the National Committee for Environmental Planning and Coordination 1972 and Ministry of Environment and Forest 1984. And vibrating bone in birds. Birds needs to communicate with each other. Birds need to communicate with its mate during breeding session. Ecology is the subject which studies the interaction among organisms and between organism and its physical, that's mean abiotic environment. Ecology is basically concerned with 4 levels: O, P, C and B: organism, population, community and biome. Organism and its environment. Ecology at organism level is physiological ecology, and it is essential to study to better understand adaptation and strategies of reproduction according to the environment. Major biomes. Major biomes, that is rainforest, tundra, desert, etc., are formed by the combination of annual variation in precipitation and adaptation of organisms. Life may be found in favorable and extreme habitat. Extreme habitat means deep ocean, tentacles, high mountain top, shrinking compost pits, permafrost polar ice region, boiling thermal spring, and our intestine. Habitat is characterized by abiotic, that is physiochemical components like temperature, water, light, soil, etc., and biotic compounds like pathogens, parasite, predator, competitor, etc. Major abiotic factors. There are 4 major abiotic factors, that is temperature, water, light, and last one is soil. So first one is temperature. Temperature is most ecologically relevant environmental factor. Temperature is most ecologically relevant environmental factor. Average temperature on land varies according to the season, decreases gradually from equator towards the poles and from base or plains to mountain tops. Range. range from sub-zero level, that is in polar area, and higher at altitudes, to more than 50 degrees Celsius in tropical desert in summer. And temperature may be higher in thermal spring, deep sea, hydrothermal vent more than 100 degrees Celsius. All organisms leave their favorable temperature region, that is mango tree, do not grow in temperate countries like Canada and Germany. Next one, snow leopards. Snow leopards are not found in Kerala forest. Tuna fish are rarely caught beyond the tropical latitudes in the ocean. Again I am repeating, all organisms leave their favorable temperature region. Mango trees do not grow in temperate countries like Canada and Germany. Snow leopards are not found in Kerala forest. Tuna fish are rarely found beyond tropical latitudes in oceans. Euthermal means only few organisms can tolerate wide range of temperature. Only few organisms can tolerate wide range of temperature, that is euthermal. And isothermal is most of the organism can tolerate only a narrow range of temperature. Most of the organism can tolerate only a narrow range of temperature, that is stenothermal. And the next abiotic factor is water. Water is most important ecologically important factor after temperature. Life on earth is impossible without water. Productivity and distribution of plants is also mostly depend on water. Even aquatic organisms living in oceans, lakes and rivers face water related problem. Salt concentration, which is measured by salinity in parts per thousand, not parts per million. Inland water less than 5, sea water 30 to 35, and hypersaline lagoons more than 100 parts per thousand. Euryhaline organisms tolerate wide range of salinity. Stenohaline organisms tolerate to a narrow salinities. Narrow salinities stenothermal, wide range salinities euthermal. Next abiotic factor is light. Plants are dependent on sunlight for photosynthesis, flowering and growth. Sunlight regulates the diurnal and seasonal rhythms in animal and also affect timing of their foraging, reproductive and migratory activities. Sun is the source of light and temperature both. So light and temperature of the area are interlinked. Sunlight is absent in the deep part of oceans, that is 500 meters. Next abiotic factor is soil. And soil related study is called pedology. 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 Important characteristics of soil that determine the percolation and water holding capacity of the soils, that is soil composition, grain size and aggregation. Important characteristics of soil that determine the percolation and water holding capacity of the soil, that is soil composition, grain size and aggregation. Vegetation in any area depends upon the above mentioned factor and also pH, mineral composition and topography. In aquatic ecosystem, sediment characteristics often determine the type of benthic animal. Responses to abiotic factors. And there are regulation, that is homeostatic regulation, internal thermoregulation and osmoregulation. Organisms are able to maintain homeostasis by mostly physiological means and ensures constant body temperature and constant osmotic concentration. इसका जो एग्जाम्पल है, फर्स्ट वन इज ऑल बर्ड्स एंड मैमल्स and second one is very few lower vertebrate and invertebrate species. And then conformer majority of the animal, that is 99%, and nearly all plants cannot maintain their internal body temperature and osmotic concentration. And in these organisms, body temperature changes with ambient temperature and osmotic concentration of the body fluid changes with ambient osmotic concentration in aquatic animals. Some important points about regulation. Evolutionary success of mammals and birds is great. They can survive in Antarctica or in Sahara Desert. Thermoregulators, including human, maintain a constant body temperature as 37 degrees Celsius in human by sweating in summer and shivering in winter. Plants do not have any mechanism to maintain internal temperature. Small animals like shrews and hummingbirds, their surface area is large rather than their volume. So, small animals are rarely found in polar region because they lose body heat very fast. If the organism is exposed to the stressful external condition for a short duration, or if such conditions are localized, then organisms has two other alternatives, that is migration or suspend. So first one is migration. Migration is temporary movement away from a stressful habitat to a relatively favorable area and again return when a stressful period is over. So migration is temporary movement away from a stressful habitat to a alternative favorable area and again return when a stressful period is over. Example, during winter, many animals, especially birds, perform long distance migration to move hospitable area. Thousands of migratory birds come from Siberia and other extremely cold northern region during every winter to the famous Kilolado National Park, Bharatpur, Rajasthan. And then suspension is done by reducing their metabolic activity and going in a state of dormancy. Suspension is done by reducing their metabolic activities and going in a state of dormancy. Example, first one is thick-walled spore perform in various bacteria, fungi and lower plants. Thick-walled spores performed various bacteria, fungi and lower plants. Next example, seeds and other vegetative reproductive structure formed in higher plant to overcome the period of stress. Next example, hibernation during winter done by bear. Next example, estivation during summer. Examples, some snails and fish. And then diapause. Diapause is a stage of suspended development in many zooplankton species in lake and ponds. तो यहाँ पर एक क्वेश्चन आता है hibernation, winter, bear. Then estivation during summer in some snail and fishes. Next example, diapause, that is suspended development and looks for zooplankton species in lakes and ponds. And then adaptations. Adaptation to survive in external environments. Organisms acquire various adaptations which may be morphological, physiological, or behavioral. Many adaptations have evolved over a long evolutionary time, and that is genetically fixed.